everyone, welcome to Nesso Academy. I am Khushi Jain, and if you have just joined an engineering college or you are about to, congratulations. You are officially stepping into one of the most exciting chapters of your life. It is going to be a lot of things. Fun, challenging, occasionally overwhelming, and a little chaotic. Trust me, especially if you are not prepared. Now, if you are anything like I was during my first year, you are probably wondering, what do I need to carry? What should I pack? What will I regret not bringing when I am knee-deep in assignments? Or worse, when I have burnt my tongue trying to eat Maggie straight from the kettle? Well, don't worry. In this video, I am going to walk you through everything you will need as a fresher in an engineering college. So, from the kind of laptop that makes sense for you to a study lamp that will save your friendship with your roommate. From first aids to kettles, calculators to notebooks, this is the real practical checklist for anyone starting college, especially if you're staying at hostel. Alright, let's begin with probably the one thing everyone is most excited about, the laptop. Now, here is the truth. You don't need to go all out with some high-end, ultra-spec machine in your first year, unless your branch requires heavy software, like architecture or design. Your regular coursework won't need a powerhouse. What really matters is that it runs smoothly, handles multitasking effortlessly, and does not freeze every time you open more than 2 tabs. We recommend a lightweight laptop with a 512GB SSD. For the processor, Intel i5 or AMD Ryzen 5 are both great for student use. As for RAM, go for at least 8GB. But if you can stretch it to 16GB, you will find it beneficial in the long run, especially if you like to keep multiple apps or browser tabs open at once. Just make sure whatever you choose is reliable, has good battery life, and is easy to carry around. You will be grateful for all of that when you're racing to submit a last-minute assignment or working late in the library. And while we are talking about your laptop, do not forget to carry a good pen drive. Something like 32 or 64GB will do the job. You might think you will always use Google Drive or email things to yourself, but there will be times, especially during lab session or practical examinations, where internet access is limited, or you're asked to submit your code or file through a physical medium. A pen drive is still one of the fastest and safest ways to carry important files, projects, or even software installers between systems. Just label it. Don't leave it plugged into lab computers. They vanish quickly. Now, since a lot of your essential tech, like your phone, earphones, and smart devices runs on battery, and college life is unpredictable, a power bank becomes a real lifesaver. Whether you are in class, in the library, or stuck during a long day with no charging point in sight, having one of these means you are never cut off. Go for something compact but reliable, around 10,000 to 20,000 mAh, and preferably with fast charging support. You will be surprised how often you reach for it, especially during fest, trips, or exam season when you're out all day. Now, obviously, all your tech is going to live in your bag most of the time. So let's talk about that too. Please do not bring your old school bag from 11th grade. Get yourself a solid, waterproof backpack. Look for one that is padded, has a dedicated laptop compartment, and enough space for notebooks, a water bottle, and your umbrella. Yes, carry one, because you will inevitably get caught in an unexpected downpour when you least expect it. And a few other daily essentials. Make sure it has wide cushion straps. Your back will thank you later. Now, coming to the thing that most students underestimate in college, note-taking. You're going to be attending a lot of theory classes, labs, and sometimes tutorials. And trying to carry 5 different notebooks for 5 different subjects? That gets messy fast. Instead, consider something like a 5-subject spiral notebook. It is neat, it is organized, and it makes life so much simpler. Each section can be used for one subject, and you're always carrying everything in one place. You will not ever sit in class thinking, oops, wrong notebook. Now, let's talk about something you will carry into every exam room for the next 4 years, your calculator. You don't need anything fancy, just a reliable, non-programmable scientific calculator like the Casio 82MS. Most colleges approve this model, and they cover all the calculations you will ever need, from trigonometry to matrices. And please write your name on it. Calculators disappear faster than your attendance marks if you are not careful. Okay, now this next part is boring but important. A basic first aid kit. Just carry one. I promise you will need it. And usually at the worst times. Pack it into a small box and make sure you have got some band-aids, antiseptic cream, cotton, Dettol, and a small bandage roll. Also include paracetamol, antacid, or an anti-allergy tablet. And if you're someone who is prone to headaches or stomach issues, take whatever medicine you usually take. A pain relief spray is also great to have, especially after hostel football matches. That gets a little too competitive. Speaking of hostels, that is a world of its own. And while the experience is unforgettable, there are few things you will wish you had the very first week. For starters, an electric kettle. Now I know a lot of college hostels technically don't allow these in rooms. So, here is the deal. Before you pack one, check with your seniors or your hostel warden. Sometimes there are workarounds, like keeping it tucked away and only using it responsibly. And in some hostels, it's just a strict no. So ask first, don't assume. That said, if you can manage to keep one, it's a total game changer. It's not just for tea. It becomes your best friend when the mess food feels like personal attack. You can make Maggi, boil eggs, mix up coffee during late night study sessions. Even heat water for instant oats or ready-made soup. It's basically a survival tool disguised as an appliance. Then, there is the study lamp. This might seem minor until your roommate wants to sleep and you have got an internal viva the next morning. A good lamp means you get to study without disturbing anyone. Also, don't forget an extension board. In most hostels, power sockets are limited and shared. Get one with surge protections so you can charge your phone, laptop, lamp, and kettle all in one go. Something else I swear by? A mini sewing kit. You won't believe how often you will need it. A popped up button on your shirt 5 minutes before the class? This fixes it. It's one of those things you don't realize is essential until it's too late. And while we are at it, don't forget a good pair of earphones or even noise-cancelling headphones. College hostels can get loud between snoring roommates, corridor chatter, late-night birthday parties. Sometimes you just need your own bubble. A lot of students, especially those into coding, designing, or long study sessions, like listening to music while they work. And honestly, it's great. Music helps you focus, block out distractions, and makes boring tasks feel lighter. But here is a small suggestion, and it's something I have learned the hard way. When you're doing a problem solving or revising something you already know, music works beautifully. But if you're trying to learn a new concept or understand a difficult theory for the first time, it's better to keep things silent. A distraction-free environment really helps you with the focused study and long-term retention. So, mix it up. Know when to plug in and when to pause the playlist. Also, water bottle. Yes, it sounds basic, but get a reusable, preferably an insulated one. You will always have access to clean water. And it is one of those small things that goes a long way. And if you're moving into a hostel for the first time, it helps to bring a small comfort item from home. Maybe a favorite blanket or a framed photo or something familiar. It can make those first few days a lot easier emotionally. Before we wrap up, let me just drop a quick mention of a few digital tools that can help you stay organized. Use apps like OneNote or Notion to manage your notes. This sync across devices and makes revision so much easier. Adobe Scan is great for submitting scanned assignments. And Google Calendar? This is a game changer. You'll never miss a test or class again if you actually use it. You could also use a simple habit tracking app to build consistency, especially if you're trying to stay regular with your lectures, gym, or study goals. Trust me, college is where good habits start or end. And these little apps will help you more than you think. So, that's your starter kit for an engineering college life. Remember, it's not about having everything from day one. It's about knowing what actually helps. Start small, settle in, and figure it out as you go. College is a learning curve, not just in class, but in life too. Take it one step at a time and enjoy the ride. And hey, before you go, drop a comment below. If you have already made your own list and it looks a little different from ours, share it. If you are a senior who has been through first year already, tell us what you wish someone had told you. And if you have already graduated and you're watching this just for nostalgia, we would love to hear your first day memories or hostel hacks. Your experience might just help someone else starting out. Thanks for watching and welcome once again to the start of an unforgettable journey. We'll see you in the next one.